Updates from Nnamdi Kanu's court case today. I will be reading to you the transcription of all that transpired in court today. It was a memorable one and very eventful one. Nnamdi Kanu, pronounced that he was under duress when certain informations were gotten from him, and they made video of him, under duress, and forced him to make some declaration against his will. And so they wanted to present that video of the forced declaration to court, and Nnamdi Kanu protested against it, and it became a trial within a trial. So let's begin from how everything started. Nnamdi Kanu's trial, drama in court as judge orders trial within trial over statement made in DSS custody. Today is the 28th day of May 2025. It was a calm Wednesday morning in Abuja as Nnamdi Kanu arrived at the Federal High Court around 9 a.m. for the continuation of his trial instituted by the federal government of Nigeria. The courtroom came alive shortly after the registrar announced the case, Federal Republic Government of Nigeria versus Nnamdi Kanu. The prosecution team announced its appearance. The defense team, led by a senior advocate of Nigeria, Chief Kanu Agabi, also informed the court of their readiness to proceed. Both sides agreed to continue with the day's business, which is the cross-examination of the prosecution's third witness. So today is for the cross-examination of the third witness presented by the DSS, or better put, the Nigerian government. Witness will be called Mr. CCC. He takes the stand, led into the witness box behind a screen for protection. The third prosecution witness, Mr. CCC, swore an oath and began his testimony. Then he said, "I work with the DSS," he told the court. "I have served for 27 years. I know the defendant, Nnamdi Kanu. He is the founder and leader of IPOB, which is classified as a terrorist organization. He also founded Radio Biafra, through which he often incited violence." Mr. CCC narrated that he first encountered Kanu in 2015 after his arrest. This was what he said: "I was assigned to interrogate him, and I did so in the presence of 3 other officers. I informed him that his interview would be recorded, and he agreed to both audio, visual, and written interview. He also agreed to written statements." That is what the witness is saying. The video interview took place on October 21st, 2015, while the written statement was obtained on October 23rd, 2015. The prosecution then presented both the video recording and the written statement to the witness for identification. He confirmed them as authentic. Then the defense, that is the team of Nnamdi Kanu, now raised an objection, claiming that the statement was made under duress. At this point, the defense interjected. Chief Kanu Agabi's team claimed that the statement presented by the prosecution was obtained under duress. The defense team now said, "My lord, our client says he was coerced. He made the statement under pressure." The judge now decided that, the judge said, "Are you suggesting that all 3 statements were made involuntarily? Can you prove it? Otherwise, this court will have to conduct a trial within trial to determine the voluntariness of these statements." The judge then directed that the defendant should write down the specific reasons why he considered the statements involuntary. A sheet of paper was then handed to Nnamdi Kanu, and after a short moment, Paul Erokoro, senior advocate of Nigeria, read the note aloud. This was the written note by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said, "I requested for my lawyer and the DSS refused. The man in the dock was not the one who interviewed me. It was a certain Mr. Brown. I was kept in a dungeon with only 1 hour of air time. Mr. Brown told me if I didn't write what they wanted, I would lose that hour. I was bleeding from the nose. I wrote some things under pressure." This was the note Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made. Then the prosecution responded, "He was never beaten." Can you imagine? They said they never laid their hands on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The prosecution refuted the claims. That is the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He said he was not beaten or threatened. He gave those statements willingly. This was the prosecution. That means the lawyers of the Nigerian government. They said that he was not beaten or threatened, that he gave the statements willingly. Then, to establish that this court reclassified the same witness, Mr. CCC, as PW1 TAA for the purpose of trial within trial. So, Mr. CCC was then given a new name known as PW1 TAA for the purpose of the trial within the trial. So, they want to try that particular scenario within the full trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And so cross-examination started for trial within trial. The prosecution proceeded to examine PW1 TAA. Prosecution, that is the lawyers of the Nigerian government. They said, "Do you know the defendant?" He said, "Yes, he is the leader of IPOB." They now asked him, "Do you know anyone named Mr. Brown?" The witness said, "I don't recall that name. I conducted the interview with 2 other colleagues, James, Ibrahim, and Collins." The prosecution then asked, "Did the defendant request a lawyer during the interrogation?" He said, "He didn't ask me for one. He only said he needed to rest." Then the prosecution went again. "Was he in solitary confinement?" The witness said, "I am not aware of that. In fact, in the video, he was given bottled water, not even sachet water. So I am surprised by these claims." Prosecution asked again, "Did he complain of ill health?" The witness said, "I am not a doctor, but he didn't say anything about being sick." The prosecution asked again, "Did you force him or put words in his mouth?" He said, "Not at all. He made the statements willingly and even seemed relaxed." This is what the witness is saying. They now asked him again, "Did you instruct him to write anything about former President Jonathan?" The witness said, "No, my lord, that is not true, and we have the video to prove that." The prosecution asked again, "May we play the video, my lord?" The judge said, "Not yet. This is still a trial within trial. Let us stay within the process." The matter was then adjourned to continue the trial within trial, where the court will determine the admissibility of the statements. Now, the first video of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's interview in DSS custody in 2015 was then played in the courtroom. The transcription is as follows. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to his interviewers, he told them, "You people are the custodians of the law, yet you are the ones breaking the law. This is the 3rd time I am making statements without my lawyer. The law says I am entitled to a lawyer, but you have consistently denied me one. record me and let the whole world hear it, that I am making yet another statement without my lawyer. Even if you point a gun at me, I will still say the truth. I was the first person to organize a rally against Boko Haram in London in 2007. You have denied me access to my lawyer. You are no more a law enforcement agent. You are a law breaker. This is where the first video ended, and the next video was then played. In the next video, the interviewer asked in the video, "How are you?" MNK said, "I am not fine." The interviewer asked again, "What is IPOB?" MNK responded, "Indigenous people of Biafra." The interviewer asked again, "What's the duty of IPOB?" MNK answers, mentioning the Biafran territory, the states involved, and he also mentioned that no state is under compulsion to join IPOB. Stay tuned as we will continue to bring information regarding this court case. Thank you for listening. It is Biafra First.